What if I told you that the things that you're chasing, more friends, more likes, more money, an attractive partner, or having a perfect appearance, isn't actually what you want? Most people waste over 10 years of their lives chasing the wrong things. I know because I was one of them. I'm 30 now and it took me 10 years to finally understand what I'm about to share with you in 8 minutes. If I had learned this earlier, it would have saved me years of frustration, confusion, and wasted energy. So if you're on your 20s, or even beyond, and you're stuck, lost, or doubting yourself, stick with me. This might save you 10 years of trial and error. Hi, I'm Teen. Welcome to my channel. 10 years ago, I didn't know what I wanted, who I was, or what I stood for. I said yes to everything just to please others. I chased the wrong crowd, trying to look cool, and I spent so much time trying to fit in. I copied the perfect life I saw on social media. Relationship goals, more likes, the approval of others. On the outside, it looked great, but on the inside, it left me feeling empty. And all those dopamine hits faded quickly, and after it's all gone, I realized I really have nothing. There were times in my life when I was chasing money, thinking that it would bring me happiness. But after 10 years, I finally realized that I was chasing the wrong thing all along. We hear this from many successful people that the key to living a fulfilled life isn't money, it's living a life of purpose. I never really got it before, but now I do. I spent my 20s chasing money, and now I'm 30, and I would say don't chase money. Discover your purpose and how you can add something to the world. And that's what gonna make you live a life worth living. My first lesson to you is stop copying the lives of others that look good on social media. Because here's the truth. Even if you got everything they have, you'd still feel empty if it's not aligned with your heart. Most of us don't fully understand the reasons or the deep root behind our actions. When I was in my early 20s, I wanted to look successful, not be successful. I was chasing validation and not purpose. And that's why it never felt enough. I learned that chasing someone else's dream will never give you peace and fulfillment. What truly matters is uncovering your own values, your own calling, and building from there. I remember there's this friend of mine who was very successful in her online business, and I thought I could do the same. I wanted to be successful, so I started an online business and I tried selling books on Facebook and Instagram. And all throughout the process, day after day, I was taking orders online, preparing the books, and arranging deliveries. And I was so unfulfilled. Now I realize it's because that's not what I really want. The moment I stop imitating and start asking, what do I really want out of my life? Everything shifted. That's when I started to feel fulfilled. The second lesson is life changes the moment you get clear on who you are and what you want. Clarity is everything. Once you know your values, your direction, and what truly matters to you, everything else starts to make sense. Suddenly, your actions become aligned to what genuinely could make you happy. You stop chasing what isn't for you. You start living a life that truly aligned with your soul. I learned this the hard way. I made so many mistakes, often deciding based on fear. Fear of missing out, fear of what other people think, fear of not being liked, fear of disapproval, and I suffered for it. When others said that true happiness comes truly from being yourself and be who God created you to be, I refused to believe. But now I do. Yes, when you are young, you will make mistakes. A lot of them. And you're allowed to make mistakes. that's when you learn. But when you notice that you are heading the wrong way, the wrong path, don't make the same mistakes over and over again. You can make a U-turn. And as you progress in life, your experiences will reveal to you who you truly are. For me, it happened in my late 20s during heartbreaks and painful moments. When I was younger, I thought I wanted to have a handsome boyfriend. And I got one. But now I realize that looks alone doesn't guarantee a happy life. A man who looks good on the outside but lacks character becomes a burden. Sure, you can show him off on social media. You look perfect together. But at home, character matters more than appearance. When I started this channel, I was engaged. Now I'm not, and I've accepted it. I learned from it. I also spent years chasing money, hopping from one high-paying job to another, and 7-8 years ago, I worked as a call center agent. I thought that was the only job in the Philippines where I could earn high salary. I only cared about money, not direction, and it was never enough. And I ended up being broke after every job. Of course, I won't deny that money is still important, but now I understand that money is just a tool to make our lives better so we can improve our way of living. And I also learned that saving without a clear purpose or goal isn't good either. The last lesson I want to share is this: you're always one decision away from changing the course of your life. No matter where you are, stuck, frustrated, or feeling like you're on the negative side of life, you can always make a different choice. I also learned that life isn't meant to live one way. You can live a certain lifestyle for 30 years and then in one single moment decide to live differently. And you can. That's powerful and that's hope. This truth kept me going no matter how many times I fell. And I knew I was one decision away from a new direction. And so are you. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your life. Stop chasing the shiny distractions of life and focus on the valuable things, the meaningful ones.